1. The scriptural origin. The concept comes from several key passages. Luke 9:23. Jesus said, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." 1 Corinthians 15:31. The Apostle Paul explicitly states, "I die every day." Galatians 2:20. Paul writes, "I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me." 2. Relinquishing the ego or sinful nature. In the Bible, the self often refers to the flesh, the part of human nature that is driven by selfish desires, pride, and independence from God. Dying to self means making a conscious decision to stop letting these impulses run your life. It is the act of choosing God's will over your own comfort or reputation. For example, if you feel an impulse to respond to an insult with anger, dying to self means putting that impulse to death and choosing to respond with the patience or forgiveness that Christ teaches. 3. A daily, not one-time event. The inclusion of the word daily is crucial. Christian theology teaches that while a person may commit their life to God in a single moment, the human ego is persistent. It resurrects every morning with its own set of selfish plans and desires. Therefore, dying to self is a habit of the mind. It is a morning-by-morning surrender where a person acknowledges that they are not the king of their own life, but a servant of God. It is a continuous process of weeding the garden of the heart. 4. Taking up the cross. In the Roman world where Jesus spoke these words, a person carrying a cross was someone on a one-way journey to death. They had no more rights, no more future plans, and no more say in their destiny. By using this metaphor, the Bible suggests that a believer should live as if their own selfish ambitions have already been executed. This frees them to live for a higher purpose, serving others and honoring God. 5. The purpose, life through death. The Bible presents this not as a form of misery, but as the path to true joy. Jesus taught the paradox that whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. The theological idea is that as the self-centered parts of a person die away, they are replaced by the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, and kindness. By dying to the things that cause internal conflict, a person actually becomes more alive, more peaceful, and more aligned with their intended purpose. Summary. To die to yourself daily is the daily surrender of your own agenda. It is the practice of asking, "What does God want me to do today?" rather than, "What do I want to do for myself?" It is an internal shift from being the center of your own universe to letting